got the Fungus is Among Us. I had to say it. It's low-hanging fruit. I'm grabbing it. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man to Man, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got Fungus Fun. That is right. The Fungus is here, and it is Among Us. I'm sorry, I had to say it one more time. Okay, but anyway, let's go ahead and just get into the meat and bones of the deck here. We have the Cruel Somnophage and like the Goyf here with the Tyvar. We already kind of know how this kind of goes on. We've had this before. This is like more of an addition to the Ixalan cards. The Ixalan cards definitely make this deck better. Now, it is worth noting, I actually only have 2 Tyvar. I think Tyvar can be a little cloggy at times, but we'll kind of get into that here in a second, though. Let's start off with the bigger end of it. I do have 1 Portal of Phyrexia, just because there are grindier matchups that can be kind of good here, which kind of leads me into the Squirming Emergence. I'm only running 2, but this card is just wild, though. Return to the battlefield target non-land permanent card in your graveyard with mana value less than or equal to the number of permanent cards in your graveyard. There's no downside, essentially. So, like, later in the game, when you can grab a Portal to Phyrexia, that's pretty much the I win button, or you can just grab another Skullspore Nexus. I mean, it's pretty wild. And it's not that hard to fill up your graveyard with like this. So the Squirming Emergence, I don't know. I think this card's like borderline broken, but hey, it is what it is. We're gonna run it while we can. We're not really solely relying on it, but trust me, late in the game, this card is absolutely ridiculous. But let's go into the Skullspore Nexus. This card is ridiculous because we have so many creatures that just have like pretty much cheating their power. There's basically 3 of them. There's the Cruel Somnophage, there's the Souls of the Lost, and then there's the Urborg Lhurgoyf, because they just get, like, we're just milling ourselves out, and before you even know this, these things are like, you know, a 7-8. The Souls of the Lost is not even creatures, it's just a permanence. So this thing comes out and it's like a 12-13, and it's like, what? And then you just drop the Skullspore Nexus, and then it's game over. Every time they kill it, you just get something back, and it's crazy. And then for 2, you can double target creature's power until the end of turn. So the Skullspore Nexus, it just makes this deck run. It's kind of like the Great Henge back in the day, or if you still play Explorer back in the current day. Skullspore Nexus is just absolutely wonderful, and that's kind of the card it reminds me of. But other than that, Specter of Mortality, of course, because we're filling the graveyard, we need this card. This card is like swings games. This card is very responsible for just like getting rid of, you know, whatever, wide boards. I mean, you name it. This card, you need to be running this card. If you're not running this, I don't know what to tell you. For other removal, we have Chupacabra Echo that does have Descent as well. So for all permanent cards, you pretty much just get -X, -X. This thing is really, really good. I do have the Skyfisher Spider. Whenever it comes out, this is our only way to destroy non-land permanents, something that's not a creature. And then when it dies, you do gain 1 life for each creature card in your graveyard. So that's actually really, really nice versus aggro, but it is what it is. I do have 1 Spawn of Turg. This card is actually a little bit nice. The sacrificing the land part does kind of hurt a little bit if you're having on like a Portal to Phyrexia or something like that, but I kind of like this. Unfortunately, it's only land cards, which kind of really sucks, but other than that, surveilling 1 turn and then gaining that life. Gaining life can be crucial versus like Sheldred and stuff like that. But other than that, then we got, let's save the best for last. We've got the Mycotyrant. Trample. And every time we descend for X, we're going to get that many creature tokens. They can't block, but they are fungus, and they do power up the Mycotyrant. Mycotyrant has Trample. So if you can have like a bazillion little 1/1s, not only are you attacking in with those bazillion 1/1s, you get a big Trample creature. The Elder Fungus. I can't wait. Hopefully we can at least make this thing at least like a 10-10 swing in, do the thing. Last but not least, we do got the Seething Tower. Of course, more fungus action, because that's what we do. For 4, it has a +2/+2 in Trample, and for 8, it can't be blocked by more than 1 creature, and it becomes a 7/7. And I guess I said last but not least, but I lied. The Everflowing Well, only running 1 because it's a legendary artifact, and it's not really like, we don't really rely on it, but it is a cool card, and it is a legendary. It does mill us out, and the Deathbonnet Sprout mills us out. There it is. There, I blabbed on long enough. Go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. Helps out the channel tremendously. Please consider joining the channel. I do try to put out shorts, magic shorts, a regular short, and a video every single day. So joining the Mana Rocks community would be really appreciated. Go ahead and subscribe if you have not already. And without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Adam, how we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Looks good to me. Looks good enough anyway. Let's go and drop our Shipwreck Marsh so that we can drop Llanowar Wastes on turn 2. Is this Braids? Yeah, it's got a sleeve check going on here. Gotta love those. And you know what? We go for Souls of the Lost. Souls of the Lost is a little bit better late in the game. So let's go ahead and drop our Prowler. Pay. gonna be well worth the price. Let's see if we can get some land, a little bit of mill action going, and get our descend on. Ooh, nothing but land, actually. So I think we might as well take, how much green do we have? We actually don't have a whole lot of green, so I'm actually gonna take the forest. Let's take the forest over the beautiful, beautiful Darkslick Shores dual land, just because, you know, kind of need a lot of green in this deck as well. All right, that may be a lost point now, but that's okay. Swing on in. Well, we might as well, if we get countered, we want to make them at least, like, you know, be mana efficient. So let's go ahead and drop the Goyf, and let's go ahead and kick it. Kick it old school, baby. If you got Make Disappear, at least we can kind of get rid of something here before we get into all other stuff. Oh, Spell Stutter. So this is probably fairies, huh? Okay. Kaito. Okay, so Kaito is not the end of the world.
If the powerful won't help, I'll do it. Bet you can't catch us.
I bet you I can. Don't be so cocky, Kaito. We'll see. We'll see about that. So Souls of the Lost. This card is the spider is really good versus aggro. Unfortunately, not really here. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna drop a Goyf, and I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna kick it twice, and they can't make me disappear this time. So. Okay, decent. Up to a 3-4 isn't great. There's definitely not going to trade the ninja. That doesn't make any sense. Okay. As long as we can power up again with the Cruel Somnophage and the Souls of the Lost, it is worth noting that we do have to discard or sacrifice a permanent for the loss.
I know something you don't know.
You know something I don't know, Kaito. There you are being all cocky again. I don't know what that's all about, but... I guess, I mean, I'm going to make them really pay for this attack, so let's go for the Cruel Somnophage. I'm going to go ahead and make our mill. Just so we can buff up this Goyf. Yeah, we get up to a 5-6, and that's pretty good. I'm going to swing in. I'm not really that worried about the Kaito. If you want to plus and get card advantage, we've got big, strong creatures coming at you. So that we do get that. That's nice. And let's drop you for a 5-5, and we got a Deathbonnet Sprout, the one little one drop that I have. It's the only one drop in the deck that will get to transform next turn, so that's nice. Hopefully they don't cut it down. That's the one thing that I am kind of worried about with this one black source open. No cut down. We're good. No cut down. Okay. Swinging in with Talion's Messenger. Let's see. Don't shoot the Messenger. I won't. I mean, we could get the spider going there. The spider is just really good versus aggro. I don't really... I mean, it's also good for non-land permanents, but I don't know what we exactly would kill. I mean, there's nothing really that worthwhile. But we'll see. We could exchange the Prowler for some sort of threat. Fairy Fencing, and that took a lot of resources here, and they actually strengthened my other Goyf, so, like, that's okay with me. Another Fencing. Okay, I think we can stand that. Ooh, a Specter of Mortality. I love this card so much. I mean, we got plenty of creatures, too. Yeah, we can clear the board here. I think let's attack first. Let's attack first, and then we're going to go for the Specter. They trade there, which is fine. Steel deals 7. Do I have to cast this right now? Definitely a loss on a spider there. I think we're gonna try it out. It loses. The Goyf gets weaker this way though, so that's the only thing I'm kind of worried about. Maybe we just go for this. Sacrifice a permanent. And yeah, it's fine, whatever. A 17-18, not bad. I don't think they're gonna be able to fairy fencing this, but we'll see. And even if they don't, we can kind of top out at the Skyfisher Spider. We'll see what we do here. 3-5, I don't think that's going to get the job done. They've got to have some form of removal. So Edict, obviously, we're going to take the 8-9. Powers us up to an 18-19. Hopefully they don't have another Edict. That'd be a little bit nasty. Because there's no way they can, like, just fairy fencing this thing away. Draw a card.
I know something you don't.
You know something I don't know. Do you have another Edict? Oh! Oh my goodness, nasty! Just absolutely nasty, filthy. I guess we have the Squirming Emergence. Let's see, what's like the best thing that we can kind of snag from the Emergence? I kind of like the Everflowing Well. It does give us a decent amount of card advantage. We could also go for the Mycotyrant, but we don't really have a way to mill the Mycotyrant, so maybe we just need like bigger things for the Squirming Emergence. Let's go ahead and do this, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Let's do the Everflowing Well. We get the mill twice. I mean, I don't know if that's worth it, though. Just getting one singular creature back doesn't feel that good either. So I think let's go ahead and just do this. Yeah, let's do this. Unless they have a counter, and they do not. They've got a Fairy Mastermind. Everflowing Well. Let's go ahead and mill 2 cards, and then we draw 2 cards. That is really, really nice for them, for the Fairy Mastermind. I don't really want to drop this, though. Like, I don't really want to. Because I think the plan now is to go for Specter of Mortality, kind of clear the board, but... Alright, let's go in for Souls of the Lost. I'm going to sacrifice the Everflowing Well. So that was a pretty weird move, a long-winded move. I think that's really the only thing that we can do. At least put a threat on the board. I don't think that the Myriad Pools does not really help us right at this moment. I think the plan is to just go in for the Specter of Mortality. Don't like that they're digging here for answers. 'Cause if we cast the Specter of Mortality... Ooh. They didn't attack in with the Messenger, though. Okay. Down to 8 we go. And they absolutely have lethal next turn, so... And...
There's no secret I can't uncover.
Ego Drain. Okay, this is not like the worst thing ever because both these creatures save us. Both the Mortality saves us in sweeping the board, and the Skyfisher Spider gives us 11 life, so both of these things actually help. So I don't care what you Ego Drain. If you've got 2 Ego Drains, I'll just cry. I'll just cry. Sleep Curse Fairy, and if they have a... Oh my goodness, do not do it. Do not do it to me. Alright, I mean, here it is. Do you have the counter? Okay, we're looking good. We're looking good. I'm going to clear the board for 5. And we should still have plenty left over from that. So, 1, 2, 3. Don't think it particularly matters. Let's go ahead and just... I don't know if they've got a buff or something. Maybe we just take one extra one for the road. I don't know. We're gonna have lethal, so whatever. Souls of the Lost is gonna be fine. Goodbye. Swing in. Lethal. We take it. Never were worried. Good game, Adam. Smug Bear, how you doing here? Hopefully you're not too smug. Hopefully we're the smug ones at the end of this match, but let's see. Let's go and drop the codes. This Deathbonnet Sprout, I don't know. I gotta be honest with you. The algorithm, whatever you want to call it, the hand smoother, has been very nice. It's given me a lot of the Deathbonnet Sprout on turn 1. Now, unfortunately, we get cut down, but that's okay. Alright. Yeah, let's just drop you. I think we're gonna... I kind of want to mill myself before I go for the 1-1. Yeah, let's just do this. We're facing black. If I was facing control, I might just get the body down, because we do have another Cruel Somnophage in our hand, so... Yeah, I think that's fine. We can kind of set up for the next turn. I think that's a little bit better versus mono black. But, like I said, it's very interesting. It's always fun to see what we have going on with, like, the new meta. I do think, I think dinos are for real. These are my first impressions. I think dinos are for real. I think that mono red is done. I think mono red is absolutely done. So, I'm going to go and drop this Cruel Somnophage. We really don't have anything else to play. Yeah. We do get around a cut down in case that's what they're kind of looking at. But they're just going to buff up their Evolved Sleeper. So, not looking too threatening there. But I think mono red's done. I think dinos are for real. So far, that's the only really takes I have. I don't really know any other broken combos just yet. I'm sure something will come. I remember back in like the Kamigawa days, they had like the runes. Like runes was crazy, but like no one was on runes at the beginning, which was actually really, really interesting. But let's go in for double Somnophage here. We could just go in. I think I'm going to swing in first. I mean, they're not going to double block, so let's just take our damage here and then go for the Cruel Somnophage. Yeah, sure. Same difference. Yeah, if you remember the Kamigawa days, I think it was like runes. It was not like it took a while for people to catch on. I certainly didn't. I kind of was like, I kind of missed that deck though. It's fun. All right, Smug Bear, gonna take 6 after the Graveyard Trespasser damage here, but I still think we can probably outrace them. The reason I'm running Portal to Phyrexia is because we do have ways to discard with the Souls of the Lost, just because obviously we're not really hard casting it for 9. Ooh, the Edict is rough, but that's okay. Oh, thankfully we do get into an untapped land, and we just drop our Specter of Mortality. Yeah, that's gonna be absolute. That's easy work. That is light work. Specter of Mortality, get rid of you. Man, this Specter of Mortality, I think you have to run it in these decks. I was running this in like this kind of like shenanigans. Obviously, we got all the like the new cards here with the Skullspore Nexus, but you kind of have to run the Mortality. You can just get blown over so easily, and you kind of have to run the Mortality. All right, at this point, you know, we are looking to maybe hard cast the Portal to Phyrexia. I do want to get into the Skullspore Nexus. That is definitely on the agenda. Ooh, Phyrexian Obliterator. Ooh, let's save it for the Skullspore Nexus. Let's go for Tyvar, and then let's go ahead and because we're gonna be for the -2, we're gonna grab one of our like Somnophages or the Souls of the Lost. Souls of the Lost is way better. Yeah, let's grab Souls of the Lost and then go for the Skullspore Nexus. Okay, now when we block, we'll be able to have a little bit of more juice, and the Spider gives us life as well. So I think we're sitting okay. They only have 1 card in their hand, and even if they do kill us, even if they top, see they even top decked spot removal, and it doesn't matter. Now we have a 9/9 vanilla, and honestly, it's the same thing because the Souls of the Lost was a 9/9 vanilla. We don't really care. Let's definitely block the underdog. Or wait. Let's take the Spider and block because we gain life with the Spider. And then I'm not blocking the Obliterator, obviously. Take 5. Yeah, the Spider goes away, but that's okay because the Skullspore Nexus gives us our back, and then we take the action, and then we gain 7 life. Back up to 10, and there's not a worry in the world. We're almost ready to go for Portal Phyrexia hard casted, which is nuts, but we don't have to. Skullspore Nexus is going to double our power, swing in, and that is lethal. Skullspore Nexus, giving great Henge vibes. Java Bomberman, how we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this pretty good hand here. Kind of liking what we got. As long as you can start off with a Deathbonnet Sprout on curve, on the draw, or on the play rather, we're looking good. So Deathbonnet Sprout comes out to play. Let's see. What are we playing against? Island. They're going to say go. So it could just be like Dimir Fairies, or it could be some sort of like control deck. I'm not exactly sure what the meta's going to bring us as far as control goes. As far as like blue. I mean, I don't think I have like the their own like creature land now, like Azorius control, but I think that I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and swing in here. Souls of the Lost or the Goyf. I think we're just gonna go for Souls of the Lost. Discarding a card seems okay. The Emergence is actually not that good. But going back to what I was kind of saying there, I think that we're going to be like moving away from Mono Red. I think Mono Red's pretty much done as a deck because Souls of the Lost in Black has Souls of the Lost, which can just be like a, you know, like a 7/8 on turn like 3 sometimes. The Dinos have the Shatter Skull, which is like a 6/6 on turn 2 sometimes if they have the Mana Dork. So with all these huge creatures, I just find it very hard to believe that Mono Red's going to be able to keep its like its stranglehold on the meta. I think we're done with it, but we'll see. Let's go ahead and swing in here, and I guess we're going to go ahead and drop our Mycotyrant. And, you know, it is what it is. We got the Fungus is Among Us. I had to say it. It's low-hanging fruit. I'm grabbing it. Mycotyrant, there we go. All right, so it's not too crazy right now, just because obviously, you know, whatever, like a 3/3, we get a little 1/1 action with our Deathbonnet Sprout. But now with the Goyf, we're going to kick it, and they don't even counter it. So even if they do kill the Goyf, we got a 9/10. First of all, we got a 9/10 Souls of the Lost, so that is absolutely crazy. Boom, 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 down to 2 they go. And with the Mycotyrant, look at how much Fungus we go. That is 7 1/1s, and they're going to have to find a way to sweep this board. So if they do drop like another white source, they could go for Depopulate. That's a swamp. That's a swamp. We just give it up. It's that easy. The Fungus. Acid House 62. What a name. All right, let's see what we got here. All right. So, yeah, turn 1, kind of not looking so great here, but it's okay. We can go ahead and we can get our Prowler turn 2. We're sitting pretty. As long as we don't get, like, blown out of the water by something super aggro-y, we're fine. Let's go ahead and fix up our hand here. Mosswood Dread Knight. I actually was kind of halfway debating on putting the Dread Knight in our deck, but nah. That's more of like a mid-range card. We're just, like, going full-blown graveyard shenanigans. So the Blanchwood Prowler. Oh, we actually do not grab a land. That's actually kind of yucky, but okay. Okay, at least get 2/2 for our troubles, which can actually trade with the Dread Knight now, so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, I'm gonna swing in first before we go for the Everflowing Well, because I definitely want to get into another land. I think getting the card draw and the mill action looking pretty good. There's our, oh, so we get no, that is crazy. That is absolutely nuts. So we get no land with the Prowler, and then we drop the well, and then mill our land, and then draw our land. Okay. And we get it removed from play. Actually, it's not that end of the world. I'm a lot more annoyed by not getting any land than I am having it tore asunder. But there we go. There's another forest, so we're looking good there. Tear Asunder is, man, such a good card. Now we want to play how we want to play this. I think we're kind of done milling. A 4/4 is well enough to take out the Dread Knight. And I think, oh, we actually only have one black source there. So, yeah, we're going to have to actually go for the Goyf instead of the Cruel Somnophage ×2. Typically want to keep the Goyf just because it has the 1 extra toughness, and we can also kick it. But only one black source there, so gotta be a little more cognizant of that. Dread Knight. So they're paying life for this though. I do want to get into the Skullspore Nexus, but I don't think it's time yet. Yeah, let's just try it out. Even if they do trade with us, they have to double block. They just let those go. So yeah, cause like, even if they did double block, we would just get it 1 back with the Nexus. So I think it's actually worth it to go for it here. Sunslayer, not that big of a deal. We do have the Chupacabra, and we don't have the black source, unfortunately. But they don't have to know that. Okay. OnStar, how you doing here? We don't have any green, so we're gonna have to mulligan this away, unfortunately. But we'll be okay. So we got some of our little more gimmicky things here with the Skyfisher Spider and the Spawn of Turg. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep this. Let's go ahead and get rid of you. I don't love it, but like if we go against a aggro deck on the draw, we're gonna really want the Skyfisher Spider. So let's go ahead and drop our bonnet. The fungus is among us. I had to say it at least once in the video. Come on, it's low-hanging fruit. It's low-hanging fruit. You know we got to. Let's see if we're playing against dinos, or if we just play against like the more traditional Gruul. It is dinos. Oh my goodness, dinos are terrifying. All right, so dinos on the draw with a mulligan. Can we not succumb? Oh god, please don't succumb. Let's drop you. Yep. And I think we're going to attack. I'm not double blocking. I'm not chump blocking, and I'm not double blocking. So might as well just swing in and take our damage. Let's not succumb. Let's overcome Pawn Star and the dinos. But that's going to be a tall task. I definitely am a big fan of the Skyfisher Spider, though. It complements the Topiary Stomper. Okay. So more mill action. Okay, we're getting there slowly but surely. Let's drop you, and we'll go for the Tyvar Jubilant Brawler. Hello, Tyvar.
I have arrived. I won't.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go. Yeah, well, I still want the body down. I know it hurts the Sprout, but we get nothing there, and that's pretty brutal. Let's not attack, I suppose, in case, just depending on what they got. But I do have the Skyfisher Spider. If they play something crazy down, this is where the Skyfisher Spider comes in handy. There it is. There's a Hatcher. This card is really, really good. They're going to create a 3/3 haster. Gosh dang. I think our new hope. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's completely fine with me. That is completely fine with me. More land in the graveyard. Not good. I think we're going to have to go for Skyfisher Spider. And then just get rid of this Hatcher. I mean, I don't really know what else we can do. Let's drop this. Kill. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to sacrifice the Cruel Somnophage. And we're going to go pop the Hatcher. I think that's still going to be the only move that we realistically have. How many creatures do we have in the graveyard here? We don't have a whole lot, just 2. So I think we kind of need them in the graveyard so that we can cast Specter of Mortality to kind of clear the board here. And another one. Another one? Okay. Let's at least block one. Let's block one here. One, two. I think we're gonna decline. So let's just go ahead and decline that so that we can get the Deathbonnet Hulk going. And then now we got a decision to make. We can make this big Souls of the Lost, but to do that we kind of have to sacrifice something. Specter of Mortality. Now we gotta make a decision. This is not an easy one either. 11 life. Ooh, this is actually really, really difficult. 1, 2, 3. We could just drop the Specter of Mortality, clear the board for 3. Then we lose our Goyf. I think we're gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive. So let's go for the Somnophage here. Mill ourselves here. Get a little bit bigger, and then we drop Souls of the Lost and sacrifice a swamp. Alright. Alright, we have a whopping 14-15 on the Souls of the Lost, but I don't know. They might be able to go so wide that they might screw us over. They can't kill it. There's no way that Gruul is going to have a big enough creature for the 14-15. So I'm just trying to think. I think our win condition is to get Souls of the Lost nice and juicy, and then get the Specter of Mortality out. But now we're down 2 land. Triumphant Chomp right on that. That is brutal. Oh, the Triumphant Chomp. Right on the Lhurgoyf, man. Oh, they're just sweeping us out. 16-17, but again, they're so wide that I don't think it's really going to matter that much. And unfortunately, the 2 Chomps, I think, are going to take it. I don't really know how else we can really play against this. They don't swing. Why did you not swing? Oh, you have to swing there. You have to swing there, Pawn Star. We have to drop you because with the Souls of the Lost, I can't discard and I can't sacrifice anything. So I don't know why they didn't swing though. They really should have swung. So we block you, we block you, then 3, 6, 8. Yeah, I think they should have swung there, but I don't know. We'll see. I need land for the Specter of Mortality. I mean, this is not looking great. At least we've got 2 big bodies out now. Oh my god, Kagla and Yadaro. This is a dinosaur as well. So the only good thing is if they fight. Alright, well they didn't fight anything. So I mean we can, yep. Unfortunately, 3, 6, 9, 11. There it is. Jeez. Dang it, Dino's too strong. POTUS, how we doing here? How we doing? This is a very, very slow starting hand, but I'm still gonna roll with it. I just don't have the tenacity to mulligan a perfectly landed hand, you know? So Hopeless Nightmare comes out. I guess we'll get rid of the Skyfisher Spider. Sure. It's the most expensive thing we have. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't have any blue sources for the Everflowing Well. But, oh well. Pun intended, you know? There's our blue source, so we're not even sweating that. I think we're going to go ahead and just drop the Goyf for a 1-2. A measly 1-2. If they got a spot removal or a counter, well, we got to get through it eventually, so... Let's see what you got. Do you have a Go for the Throat? No, you have an Edict. Well, that's the same difference. The end result is the same. Okay. Okay. Not. I think we're gonna go for the Seething Tower. I think it's I think I do want the Everflowing Well on the battlefield a little bit more. So if they have a counter, I'd rather they have the Seething Tower. Oh, okay. That's even better. You're gonna use the Hopeless Nightmare, and we're gonna keep our little fungus boy here. That works for me. So let's see what you scry. Feels a little weak on turn 3 to sacrifice it for, you know, a whopping 3. Typically that's more of like a late game thing. They take it on the bottom, so I'm feeling pretty good. We just get a 3/3. Obviously our Seething Tower can make our opponent seethe. Hopefully that's the goal here. Kaito, the Dancing Shadow. Hello, Kaito.
Ready, Pom-Pom-chan? All right, little buddy.
I'm not sure how I feel about this Kaito. It's pretty good. I kind of like it. I think I'm going to try and go with the Dancing Shadow. I've never played with it, so... I'm just going to... Yeah, easy does it. Let's just go for the Chupacabra, kill you, and I'm going to swing in and kill the Kaito. It feels pretty good. Yeah, I've never used the Dancing Shadow version. I think I do want to make a deck with it though. It seems interesting. I just I've never really played with it. Oh, what is this? Invasion of Archivaios. Okay, I don't think I've ever seen this card be played against me. So they're gonna I mean, I wonder how they're gonna get rid of this though. It has 7 counters, so they're casting it pretty much for 5. For an instant or sorcery they own, reveal it, put it into your hand. For a go for the throat? For a go for the throat? Really? I mean, that's way too expensive to search for a go for the throat, but hey, it is what it is. We'll take it. I think we might as well. I mean, they're tapped out. Let's just go for the Everflowing Well. Let's take our card advantage. It is a draw 2, which is really, really nice. Darkslick Shores. I think we're just gonna have to drop the Mire and then just drop a creature. I do want to put some. If they're that desperate for spot removal, I guess we'll go wide or wide-ish and drop the Cruel Somnophage. Yeah, that's fine. They really dug their whole deck for that go for the throat though. Like, I don't understand. Like, there's got to be like a better sweeper or something. There's gonna be something. So another Kaito.
Relax.
Okay, another 2/2. That's within reason. Go for the throat on something. I think they would take it. Well, they kill my Chupacabra. Why would you kill my Chupacabra? Wait, why my Chupacabra? That makes no sense. Like it doesn't do anything. And now that we have Squirming Emergence, yeah, I mean, are we just gonna do this again? Do we go for Squirming Emergence and just bring back the Chupacabra? This is like deja vu. Yeah, we're just gonna kill the 2/2, and then it is close. So if we go for Cruel Somnophage, I think I'm gonna self-mill myself here. We've got enough threats on the board. I don't want to get board wiped somehow, some way, and I think we're actually gonna have to swing into the Kaito because Kaito can prevent us from attacking. So it's better to attack the Kaito just because they can prevent. Yeah, it's fine.
At least I learned a lot.
Down to 11 though. The Everflowing Well. Oh, I was gonna say the Everflowing Well was this close to being able to go in for the Myriad pools, but now that they have Graveyard Trespasser to remove something from our graveyard, I think it's gonna be just short because we had 8 and now it's 7, so that sucks. What a Debbie Downer. That is unfortunate. They still have another go for the throat, but I don't think I'm that threatened right now. I'm gonna go for Tyvar, and then we can even go for the Spawn of Urg, or we just go for our, I think we're a 3rd Cruel Somnophage. So -2, you already know the drill, and we can get our Souls of the Lost. This is a 10/11, even bigger than our Cruel Somnophage. Looking good here. Our Seething Tower, they can't block the Seething Tower. They can't block it. Yeah, because we have 8. That's the ability here. It's a 7/7 Trampler. Cannot block it with 1 creature, so we're good there. They're gonna have to block the Somnophage. Go for the throw on the Somnophage, which is okay. But yeah, like, they're gonna have to take the Echo. Yep, they're gonna trade with the Echo. The Seething Tower is probably making our opponent seethe. And I guess we'll go ahead and just finish it off with the Spawn of Turd. Give the Frog Beast a little bit of love here. I do like this versus like Sheldra decks and more mid-range, and we just take it. Curtains, baby. Kill Kenny. Do they still kill Kenny? I don't know. I haven't seen South Park in a hot second, but I remember they used to do that every episode, and they could replace him with Butters. I don't know. Either way, let's go ahead and keep this. It's not the greatest hand ever. Nah, I don't have a single black source, and this Dreamroot Cascade is pretty much dead on turn 2, but we've got double Deathbonnet Sprout, and we're playing first, so maybe we can just get some aggro stuff going on here. Llanowar Wastes. No, yeah, never a worry. Never a worry. All right, let's go ahead and drop you. And if we could get lucky, there is a world. It does have to be 3 creatures, not 3 permanents, like our other Descend stuff, but there is an off chance that we could just get these transformed right away. We do not, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll find, we'll be okay. So let's go ahead and drop the Mycotyrant, and we're just going to have fungus, fungi, and all the other fun with the fungus. Swing on in. Don't think they can really counter us. They can Fading Hope us, but I don't think they can counter us. And we're going to go ahead and get our Elder Fungus out, a 3/3, and look at that. At the beginning of your end step, create X1/1s, which they can't block, so they kind of act like rat tokens, where X is the number of times you descended. So what kind of fun is that? They get rid of our creature, but it does fill up the graveyard for the Sprout. So, you know, it is what it is. There we go. There we go. So we get the Hulk. So, you know what? They got rid of our fungus, which was extremely rude. But it's okay. Let's swing in here, and that's a hefty amount of damage for turn 4. I don't really want to drop the Echo, the Chupacabra Echo, just because it kind of sucks though, because I mean I don't really know if they're going to be even having anything like that, but anything that we can kill. It's not looking good, but I mean I guess we killed Kenny. Beast, how you doing here? This is not a good hand. No green, no keep. All right, let's see if we can get something better here. Okay, this is better by default. Yeah, we'll go and keep this. Do we need more green? I think we need slightly more green in this deck, so we're definitely getting rid of a land, so I guess we'll get rid of you. Okay. Go for the Deathbonnet Sprout. Love the little Sprouty. Hello. So cute and turns into the big Hulk. Don't make him angry. Skrelv. Alright. There goes a Squirming Emergence. I really like that card. So, I mean, let's swing in. Do I want to go for the Souls of the Lost? I think I kind of do. Well, let's go ahead and just do this, and I'm gonna discard. Yep, let's do this. We're gonna discard a Darkslick Shores. Yep, that's fine. Souls of the Lost, yeah, this card's a lot better when it comes back through Tyvar or late game, because discarding a card for a 1/2, not really the best thing ever, but we do have the Everflowing Well, and this does give us a little bit of card advantage. So, there's a 2/3, and we're already looking a little bit better, but let's go with this. The Everflowing Well. Let's see. Legendary. Mill 2 cards, draw 2 cards. Let's see if it proves fruitful. And good enough. I mean, definitely good enough. Now we're up to a 4/5. Now discarding for a 4/5 that's getting bigger. I think we can make the case for it. Please, no Brutal Cathar. Oh, Steel Seraph. That's actually not that bad. A little confusing why they're going for Steel Seraph in a human deck with Copper Coat Vanguard. It's a little odd to me. Lifelink. 17/17. So they're going to tie up the board. Let's see if we can get a creature. We do. Let's go. We got the Deathbonnet Hulk. No more Sprout. We're going straight Hulk, baby. All right. So, the Everflowing Well for Descend to 8 at the beginning of our upkeep, if we get 8 or more, we can kind of do some crazy stuff. So, I think what we're going to do here, let's take the Lhurgoyf, and I am going to kick it twice rather than play the Sprout. Yeah, let's do this. Just so that we can get the Souls of the Lost even bigger if they decide to let it go through. Ooh, that's a 10/11. That's a 10/11, and we're only getting bigger from here. Souls of the Lost, good lord. And yeah, I'm going to swing with the Deathbonnet Hulk. If they want to trade here, that's fine with me. And they just take it down to 4 we go. And the Everflowing Well. Everflowing Well is going to be able to transform into the Myriad Pools, and we don't even have to. We don't even have to.